and they made it a whole lot easier, Freiburg did, when they decided to take a step back and allow all the initiative and all the ball and all the possession and all the momentum with Bayern Munich. And as Michael Olise scores that second goal and they go in 2-2 into halftime, it was game, set, match. There was no chance that Freiburg were going to be able to hang on, and you just see the power of Bayern Munich. And you see a team that essentially makes a conscious decision to, all right, I guess we got to play now. I guess we have to pick up the urgency and we have to pick up the pace of play. And when Bayern Munich does that and they meet their standard of play, nobody, I'm saying nobody, not Freiburg, nobody in Bundesliga is able to keep up.
All right, well, Alex says that the Bundesliga is over. We're hoping not just yet, and we hope you continue watching our coverage of the Bundesliga all season long and into 2026. But the Bundesliga may be over. It may be looking like it's firmly in Bayern's hands, but one thing that isn't firmly in Bayern's hands yet is something they really want, Thomas, and that is the Champions League. Up next, they have a date with Arsenal, and everyone feels like this is the biggest test they will face all season. How do you see them faring in this one, especially now that we know no Lucho Diaz?
Yeah, that's true, but that was the same being said before the PSG games, and they went to Paris. They did ever so well. As you said before, even with Lucho Diaz out of the team throughout the game, they defended so well. So everything, works out for them. I'm not concerned when it comes to playing Arsenal, but right now they're the best teams in Europe. Arsenal, PSG, Bayern Munich, and maybe a Manchester team. I'm not going to say the entire name.
Oh, shots fired!
Overall,
we know who that is.
Well, we already know the one that's
the one that's actually in Champions League.
Well, exactly. So, and that's why I'm saying I'm so looking forward to this game, Bayern against Arsenal, because this is like the best you can get right now.
Who cares that much about Europe anyway? Bayern Munich, of course, big win for them today. You could say never a doubt, even though there was a doubt or two there. But what we've learned from at least the last two games, this game and the one against Union Berlin, is that teams are still finding a way to play against Bayern, maybe give them a little bit of trouble. But is it just inevitable, the outcome, that Bayern are going to come back?
Well, it was proof again today, and I couldn't agree more with you, Ali, what you just said. The Bundesliga, there are some teams, they're trying a little bit, they're courageous for a few minutes, 15, 20 minutes, and then Bayern comes at them and they've got nothing to come back with. So there is Bayern at the top, with a big distance, and you've got a group of teams like Dortmund, Leipzig, Leverkusen, Stuttgart. They're all decent teams, but they're so far away from Bayern. They cannot, over the course of the season, challenge them. And that is really annoying from a neutral point of view, but it is what it is. And you have to praise Bayern, Company, and the entire team, what they've done, what Company's done when he came in at a club who was, not in the best situation. Yeah. There was a lot of stuff going on, and yet he calmed everybody down. He made sure everybody's at their best. And then you talk about Lennart Karl. I've not been as excited about him as many other people. I thought, give him time. But today, I'd say I'm almost a fan of this guy.
Oh, we love to sensationalize things, don't we? Ale, final thoughts on this?
Well, but no need to sensationalize Lennart Karl.
He's a real deal.
Just watch the performances and watch how he impacted the game today. When Bayern Munich were in trouble, and they were in trouble, they were down 2-0. He is the one getting on the ball. And even before he scores the goal that gets Bayern Munich back into this match, he was the one that was actually trying to get himself in dangerous position, creating chances, making runs from deep, making sure that they can combine. In fact, he was actually looking at everybody else, and he's a kid, and he's like, come on, let's go, let's get this thing done. Now, you don't expect that from Lennart Karl, you expect it from everybody else, but what you do expect from Lennart Karl, and I think it's fair to expect this, when he gets on the ball, is to do something different, to do something impactful, and he continues to do that with consistency to the point to where you kind of go, well, maybe he is for real.
Yeah.
Maybe he is for real. You watch him play and the confidence with which he gets on the ball, and how he was so confident today in tight spaces in particular, and how in those tight spaces he's able to make the right decisions consistently. That's when you kind of go, yeah, you don't need to sensationalize this. You just have to watch him and appreciate that the kid is very talented.
17 years old and already riling up his teammates, the crowd. Oh my days, I suddenly feel so very underaccomplished.